Hello and welcome to Year 4. We are now Team Monet and I'm really excited to be teaching your children this year. At Westfield, we like to offer a positive thought for the day, the Daily Mile, a daily meditation, we have the school dog and we skip to be fit each week, all of which helps to contribute to the Westfield way of happy, healthy young children. The adults in Year 4 are myself, Mrs. Edwards, who is the class teacher, Mrs. Rothery, Mrs. Hodge and Mrs. Dix. And on a Wednesday afternoon, Mrs. Dix will be delivering the RE and PSHE curriculum to Team Monet. This year in English, we're going to be continuing with our Talk for Writing. So we are going to be learning a new story and using it to scaffold our writing and develop different skills. So we're beginning with character description. So we'll be focusing on how to create a brilliant character description in our writing. In maths, we're going to continue to develop our fluency of number facts and recall, our ability to reason and explain our understanding, our ability to mathematically problem solve in a range of contexts, including money, measure and time. To support that, it is really important that your children are focusing on learning their multiplication facts, division facts, as well as knowing their addition and subtraction kind of quite quickly so that they can use it to reason and explain rather than just solving problems. In history, we'll be starting off by learning about the Romans. In science, we begin with sound and then moving on to electricity. And in art, as we are Team Monet, we'll be exploring Impressionism before going on to make our own Roman mosaics. This is our timetable, and although swimming is not currently running, we are really hopeful that we will be able to go before the end of the school year, and I know the children would like that as well. Our PE days are Thursday and Friday afternoons. Okay, so those will be the days when we've got PE, and we're really lucky because we have got a specialist dance teacher coming in to help us on a Friday with dance. Our homework this year is going to be set on the Class 1 note, and our forest school will take place in the spring term. There may be some tweaks to the timetable just to get it right and working for us as a class. Our home learning continues as it has done in Year 3. It is really important that the children are reading daily, practicing their spellings, practicing their times tables, remembering that they can use their times table rock stars. Home learning, which was previously sent home in our homework folders this year, will be done as a quiz on the OneNote. So the children will get to answer the questions and they'll get immediate feedback on that, which is really supports them to make sure they're understanding what they're doing. So as I said, the home learning will be through a quiz which will be marked instantly, which will help to consolidate and reinforce the learning we've been doing at school. Each week I will show the children on the computer how to access the homework, and we will talk through any questions that kind of are a bit confusing. Remember, if you have got any problems or queries, please ask your child to come speak to me or catch me in the morning as you're dropping your child off, and we'll see if we can get it resolved and support you with that. Reading should be recorded. We're just in the process of deciding the most effective way to do this, where we're minimizing items coming home and to and from school so that we're remaining COVID safe. We have been looking at your children's reading levels, and so we have been looking at your children's reading levels, and they're being regularly checked with the hopes that during this year they will become a free reader. Remember to read a complete variety of texts. Newspapers, comics, articles, as well as chapter books and non-fiction will really help your child develop a love of reading. Reading with your child as well as listening to them is really important. There's nothing better than being able to snuggle up and listen to a story so that you can enjoy it without the complexities of having to decode words and understand new vocabulary. So reading to your children really supports them as well. Finally, the children will be continuing to independently change their books. So on the website, there will be available to you the Year 3 and 4 spelling list, selection of reading strategies to help your child's reading, as well as a suggested reading list. Feel free to have a look at these and use them to support your child in English throughout the year. There will also be a selection of maths handouts, including non-negotiables, so the really important things that they will need to know by the end of Year 4. There are some vocabulary questions that you can use to develop their maths vocabulary. The key instant recall facts, which will largely be based on those multiplication and division facts, and some maths discussion questions. It's really important that we help our children to learn and be ready to learn. And to do that, you can do a few different things. It really pays off to be interested in what your child is learning about. So if they come home and say, oh, I've been learning about the Romans and we found out about Hadrian's Wall, take the time to explore that with them and really reinforce that learning. Sleep is another thing that will really help your child. Supporting good sleeping habits so that they come to school ready to learn, feeling refreshed, will really support them. One key message here is that to minimise that blue light, so using screens and technology before bedtime, if we minimise that, that will help them to have a good night's sleep. Encourage your child to use the resources around them, to take on that kind of responsibility to explore their learning further and learn more independently. You can support your child by providing a calm and peaceful space where they can complete their home learning. And then if you're monitoring or checking their home learning to ensure that they've completed it to the best of their ability, you can really help them to be successful so that they kind of get that boost when they come into school and say, look, I have achieved this at home and I'm really proud of it. So we're really wanting to help them to be successful. A quick reminder that for PE we need a Westfield PE shirt, dark shorts and tracksuit bottoms, especially as we're moving into the winter, trainers and socks. So it is really important that your child is at school every day. We understand that this year is a bit funny and it will be about a dialogue and conversation between you and the school, and if there is anything where we can help you with attendance, please do let us know. I know that sometimes we might have to miss a day or two of school for if someone in the family needs a COVID test, but we'll take that in our stride and continue with our learning as best we can. School start has changed slightly in the morning, so you can arrive between 8:35 and 8:55, but bear in mind that we will be getting started in class promptly at 9 AM. So if you're coming in at 8:55, do just make sure that your child has time to kind of get themselves ready for the start of the day, ready to wash their hands, drop off all their things and get ready learning. If there are any changes to the pickup arrangements, please either contact the office or do let me know in the morning when you drop your child off so that we can be aware of it and try and reduce the need, the kind of busyness of the office. So if you do just let me know in the morning, then I can make sure that they go home with the right person. The Termly newsletter is on its way and all key dates will be included in there. We are hoping to go to Hudnall Park this year. I know it is something that all the Year 4s look forward to. We're just waiting to see kind of how the year develops, and fingers crossed that will be on our plan for later in the year. Finally, we've got individual photos coming up on the 30th of September, so do make sure that you remember that. We are always here. If you have any questions or worries, please catch one of us at the end of the day or arrange a meeting with us. We'd rather know if there was something that wasn't working so that we can help to put it right and support your child with their learning. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to get in touch. There will be a special email being sent out with a way to pass those questions on so that we can kind of create a frequently asked questions kind of answer sheet so that we can answer any of those questions that you have. It was not quite the same as normal this year, so it's a real shame that we've not been able to meet in person, but I do hope that this little video will help you and your child be ready to learn in Year 4. Thank you.